Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to my channel, Data Driven Decisions. Um, I just came off of a client project, so I had a lot of free time today, and I finally did something that I've always wanted to do, but I knew it was going to take a long time to do. It did certainly take a long time. I wrote about 10,000 lines of code today. What I achieved was turning this very wide monthly finance table into a very long but skinny columnar table. And that's going to really allow me to um, look at these metrics in a whole new lights with matrices, which is going to be great. I also made a history table. So snapshot history table. So every time my BigQuery program runs, there's it saves off an entire snapshot of the monthly finance table and timestamps it and accumulates that into a big history table, and that will allow me to look at what exactly was stated at certain points in times, just so I can be assured that things looked a certain way and they're different now. When it comes to most data projects, you don't really get that luxury of seeing exactly what things were a month ago, because you're only working with one source of data that kind of overwrites itself as new categories get defined, as new metrics change. History rewrites itself and it doesn't keep track of what it once was. But when you build a snapshot table, that starts answering that question. Let me share my code or share my screen and I'll get started. All right, so I wrote a good 8,000, 9,000 lines of code in a single query. The objective of turning the very large monthly finance history table into a columnar table. It was just a matter of writing the same exact query over and over again, just changing the metric being used and the name of the metric name. So really taking a wide table, making it long just by taking every metric and storing it in a single field. So yeah, this took a long time to write. This definitely could be something you could write in a macro in like a Python or SAS. You don't have that luxury in the database. So, I just kind of bite down and do it. And there's a big luxury to this. I do want to add more fields to these tables that allow me to build more hierarchies. Um, that's nice. Um, so, I went the long way. I made the giant history table columnar, and then the monthly finance just for the most recent snapshot. That's very useful in itself. And I just wrote a query just to grab a segment of the big history columnar table, just to grab the single months ago. And this is really a great table for me to use. And I've already brought it into Power BI, and I cleaned it up in this realm. I sorted this field by this metric, sorted this field by this metric, just put sort sorters in. This metric value, this lone metric value, um, I didn't give it a format because it could be a percentage, it could be dollar. So most of the time it's dollar, but let's go into that table, monthly finances, columnar, and let me show you what I can do now. I can you can build a matrix. Metric name and column. We'll do year, month. and metric value. Where's metric value? Put that right there. And there I'm looking at this data in a whole new light. Let's just get rid of tier name. But, you know, this is the monthly finance table shown in Power BI where, you know, the metric name represents the row and then it's pivoted by the month. This is really cool. I can take it a little further and make this a chart. Metric name, year, month. Let's see this. Yep, this filters that. So this is a really nice way to scan. And let's fix this sort order. Sort by year, month, ascending. Year, month doesn't do much. Let's do month, date. Month, date. There we go. Let's see what this looks like. All right, that looks right. We could do bars. Oh, shit. So that's a really nice way for me to scan my metrics. You know, now I got to figure out what's really the best way to show this. I would say shrink this, put this on one page. And yeah, that's nice. I mean, this is really nice. You know, very accurate, very great functionality. Looking at all my metrics very quickly. You know, so the big ones. Let's see, total earnings, net take home, total spend, total credit card ending balance, cash flow, net investment gain, investment rate of return, moving average. net worth. I've shown that many times. Net worth change. So this is just a really nice way for me to scan my metrics. This is what Columnar lets you do. Very beautiful thing. That's my credit score. All right, so I got the dashboard I want. This is a great dashboard. Pretty simple. It's the monthly finance table, Columnar. So now I got every field to work with just as an attribute value. And this is kind of like a filter in itself. I got a spark line going so I can just quickly scan every single thing over time, kind of like a panel graph. I captured last month, current month, and next month. That's really all I want to see with each metric, and I can just click on any one, and it filters the table below, and it shows the full history of, say, my grocery spend over time from 2014 to all the way up to the end of 2026, the forecast. So this is just a really great tool to let me scan every metric pretty much in my finance ecosystem, since I do try to capture everything in this monthly finance um, uh, Excel workbook. But yeah, this is great. So this is like my total spend over time, and I'm really trying to fix that. So, you know, we're doing a good job so far the past couple months. So yeah, this is a really cool dashboard, just a really nice, easy way to visualize data. Pretty simple, but this is really the magic that happens when you turn a very wide table into a very long columnar table. You know, I love to see my net worth. That's what it has been over time. You know, nothing really to brag about, but low and steady growth. All right, that will do it. Have a good day.